Chargers are going to destroy
Monday Night Football.
Vegas.
Raiders against the Chargers.
I'm going Chargers. That stadium is beautiful, and they ain't losing at home. So,
and we all know a stadium,
Stadium's all the
contributes to the victory. Right
it's gonna be loud.
They're gonna have a high school team since they got a good stadium. They're gonna
I
win.
mean, the Raiders are 3-0, but I don't.
You
They're
don't
not
believe
what their
them?
record says. No.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of 3-0 teams that went down this week.
Carolina was one of them.
There's only two undefeated
Denver.
teams, right?
Denver went down.
Arizona and Oakland, Vegas. The only two
Real
undefeated
quick,
teams.
we got about 5 seconds. Who you got tonight?
I got Chargers all day.
Chargers. I'll take the Raiders just to be contrarian. But hey, we're going to be talking Washington football team's victory here on Day After Reckoning.
Thomas is in. Touchdown, Washington. Lofting one. He's got a man. It's McLaurin in stride. Touchdown, Washington. Hands it back. Chase Young. They're chasing him down the sideline. And Chase Young has a Washington touchdown.
And he does the.
Just like, come on.
That makes me laugh every time.
That deserves a wow.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Day After Reckoning. This is a Victory Monday here with your Ref the District team. What's this with Trev? If you're watching us on our live stream, we stream these the day after at 7 p.m. on YouTube, our Twitch channel, and Facebook when it works. Hopefully, I'm actually checking that right now to see whether or not that's actually up. I think it is up and running. It is, in fact, up and running if you're hitting us up on Facebook. Trevor is here with us, rolling his eyes at Victory Monday.
Yeah.
No, he's not going to say anything. He's very quiet today. And then Stoner is here as well. He's the one who told us that Facebook is also up and running.
What's up, gentlemen?
Gentlemen, it's Victory Monday. We should be a little excited, right?
Yeah, no kidding, Trev. Come on. We had this conversation last night.
What?
You only get so many victories per year. You only get maybe 8 or 9 or 10. When you get them,
you
rejoice.
Can get 17 possible.
Okay.
You could get 17.
Oh, you don't.
Okay, here we go. I'm happy we won.
All right.
But I'm tired of these games that come down to a certain call, to a certain flag, a certain play. Like, I just want to come out, dominate a team, and just keep going. Like, if it's back and forth a little bit because it's football, that's fine. But, like, this little edge of the seat, oh, my God, are we going to – I'm tired of it, man. I just want to be a complete team and just beat somebody.
I would like that too. Hi, Josh. Thanks for joining us. Josh, let us know what you think about the game yesterday. In fact, before we get too far involved here, let me get this banner going here because this is our Day After Reckoning, which means you can call into the show. You don't have to just comment. You can actually call into the show and let us know your thoughts. Pop in just for a minute or two. Give us your rundown of what you thought and how you think goes, or ask us a question and we'll give some content for you. That way, we just like having people join us. It's a fun little thing we do for day after.
We have a big announcement, you know.
We do have a big announcement.
We have a huge announcement.
Huge announcement coming on this show. So, Stoner, you want to talk about that now, or are we waiting for that guest to pop in?
No, because you were a little bit late.
To the team meeting before the show.
The team meeting 5 minutes before the show as I was doing this.
Yep.
I was like looking around going, is this going to be just me tonight? Sorry. I shouldn't have called you out, but I did. So he can't make it this week. He's probably going to be popping in next week. He runs a business, so it's kind of hard for him to get away sometimes. So we're going to make the announcement now that Ref the District now has an official primary sponsor.
Oh,
now we got to know who it is, right?
Nah, we don't.
We are now sponsored by Pacers Running Stores.
Out of DC.
Yes.
So, you want me to do the reader?
Yeah, I'm going to do the reader right now. You ready? Do you have it up?
Do you want me to do the reader, or you want to?
If you have it up,
I have it up.
Yeah.
I would love to read, but I don't know what the reader says. Unlike you said, you're going to send it to me yesterday. But whatever.
No, I said I'm putting it in the drive.
It's in the drive.
I put it in there.
I paid attention to that part here. Professionals, real professionals we are. Ref the District is sponsored, just like Stoner said, by Pacers Running Stores. For the best running footwear, apparel, and gear in the greater DC area, look no further than Pacers. If you need expert advice, shoe fittings, or coaching, Pacers Running has you covered. They even have information on events and runs in the area. Stop by one of their 6 locations located here in the district and in Northern Virginia, or check them out at runpacers.com. For every run, Pacers Running exists to help as many people as possible through running.
Let's go. Shout out Pacers Running. Shout out Pacers Running. Appreciate the sponsorship.
That's right. And I want to shout out the owner, Chris Farley, not the Chris Farley from Saturday Night Live fame.
Thank you, Mr. Farley.
Fame, but Chris Farley. He's a great dude. He's a big sports guy in the DC area, and he loves his Washington football team. He will be joining us probably next week to talk a little bit about his stores and also, of course, the Washington football team. So thank you, Chris Farley, and thank you, Pacers Running, for being a primary sponsor of Ref the District.
That just made Victory Monday a little bit better.
There we go. Now we got Trevor smiling. Josh, don't worry. Josh is in our comment section on YouTube. You don't have to, you can continue commenting, interact with us there. We also have my mom, who is on Facebook, but we're not going to see those comments up here. So it looks like there might still be some Facebook issues happening.
Oh, really?
She wishes us a congratulations. And Tony, I catch you out there as well. Says, look out, y'all, big time. For some reason, the Facebook
Tony Shivers?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so there's something not happening, not connecting from Facebook to our StreamYard account here. So we can't see those comments pop up. But I'm going to be looking over to our Facebook account as we continue on. So I'll still give shout outs to those who comment on our Facebook.
Cool.
Again, This is day after reckoning. You want to share your thoughts on that game? You can call into the show. Just DM Ref the District on Twitter. We'll send you a link. You can jump on for the video. Or if you're like Josh, don't worry. You can be camera shy. It's all right. We appreciate that. Any comments on the videos, always, we love those. We love interacting with our fans. Trevor, you started off Mr. Grumpy Can. Okay. Why were you, why? I know you said you just want to beat the bricks off of somebody. Was there any other reason? Let's get the negativity out of the way. All right. So we could just get this out of the way and we can be positive. All right.
I'm happy we won, but it's just our third down. Our defense is still bad, man. Like, we still put our offense in the position to where they have to make this miracle comeback. They have to have J.D. McKissick dive for his life to score a touchdown to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
We call Taylor Heineke to play in a panic, which he's proven he's pretty good at, but we don't want that to happen all the time. Like, it's just, I'm tired of these squeaky by wins. I wanted to go ahead and just put the foot down and win with like 6 minutes to go, where there's no chance.
That very rarely happens in the NFL. That very rarely happens.
You see some teams that win by like
Bills
at least 2 touchdowns. Bills do it.
Okay.
Denver just lost. Kansas City did it to the Eagles after a slow start. Like, it still happens. I'm just tired of these squeak bys, man. The defense is the exact same.
Okay, but this
30
is not,
points.
This is not a team. We all know this. This is not a team that's going to dominate week to week. So every game is going to be like this.
We could.
No.
If we get it together, we could. We can. Stoner for sure.
There was games last year where the team, I'll make sure people see that one too, Josh. But there was games last year that Washington against Dallas, for instance, they beat the bricks off of them. So it happens
once in a while.
Josh wants to know though. Josh wants to know what you guys think about that DeAndre Carter kickoff return.
You really want to know what we think about it? You ready? I'm going to play the video. Let's see how this is going to be all seamless. You ready? This is what we felt about it.
Word.
Oh wait, shoot! I did the wrong button. See, that's why.
So this is why he's not allowed to run shows.
Wait, here it comes. Here. You
got it.
Wait.
You
it's
sure?
coming right in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go!
See, it doesn't play smooth, does it?
I look like a dinosaur. Well,
I
for
think
those
it's-
of you, you can't see it, but you can definitely hear it. That's our reaction to DeAndre Carter's kick return.
And so that happened, in case you weren't aware, that happened during the team, our Ref the District live stream of, of game yesterday. Trevor and Stoner hopped on to Twitch and YouTube and were streaming themselves watching the game. So it was a watch party. You could have joined them, and they had a lot of fun with it. I joined in on the fourth quarter. I spent some time with my family. Watched my son score his first soccer goal.
Nice.
So well worth it.
Do it, Trev. Say it, Trev.
Shout out Gavin one time.
There you go. That's what
that kickoff return, I think, was the kickstart to our comeback in the second half, of course, obviously. I will say this as well, too. Defense, they've played better. They are progressing, I guess you can say. They're showing, maybe little by little, but we seem to be getting a little bit more pressure as weeks go on.
They had one sack against one of the most immobile quarterbacks.
Yeah, I know.
The guy's a statue.
But pressures don't always equal sacks. We know that, or else it wouldn't be a sack.
He still looked. The guy threw for 3 touchdowns.
You're right, but we did.
4 touchdowns. He had a clean pocket. The guy had a clean jersey.
We still put him on his butt. Wow. Did we put Justin Herbert on his butt? No. Did we put Daniel
Justin
Jones
Herbert?
on his butt?
I think actually I think we made him hurry a little bit more than.
Okay, so that's still my point. We made him hurry. We made Matt Ryan hurry, get a little comfortable. I'm not saying the defense is there, but it's slowly but surely progressing. Yeah. Montez Sweat had a sack, an actual sack.
Mm-hmm.
So little by little.
Last game was his first game in 4 games without a sack. So it was
Montez has had 3 sacks.
Positive.
He's had 3 sacks in 4 games.
Yes.
That translates to 12 and a half sacks. You'll take that every day.
Yeah,
every year you'll take that.
I'm glad you came around, Stoner. You're the one who's like, Montez Sweat's not having a good year. I'm like, what do you mean? He's the only one who's producing.
Yeah.
Now, our
Payne and Allen.
Payne, Allen, and Ioannidis just are monsters.
Tim Settle, too.
Tim Settle. Look, when you have a rotation of 4 defensive tackles who can put pressure, I know they're going to lose 2 of them, right? Yeah. Probably Settle's probably not signing here, and hopefully Payne is kept, but we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Here's what I noticed about the game, the defense specifically.
Yeah,
defense gave up 30 points. That's not good,
again,
right? Mm-hmm. But what they did, what I noticed is at some points you had Sweat and Chase on the same side of the field.
Yeah, I saw that.
And you had 5 defensive linemen and 1 linebacker. Mm-hmm. I saw that a lot in the second half. And you saw them blitzing. You saw them doing all kinds of different stuff out there. They were trying different things. And for people who say they need to make adjustments or they need to put this guy in or that guy in or do this, they're doing things. They're not just sitting back there saying, these 4 guys should get there. Let's have these 3 linebackers drop and cut. They're doing all kinds of different stuff. It's not working. And
not yet.
Who knows if that has to do with
I do think that
personnel or
overloading
coaching.
The Sweat and Chase on the one side, that overloading look, I think that actually did generate a good deal of pressure there.
Yeah.
So I did go back and rewatch the game last night. I chose to do that rather than watch any of those after.
Well, yeah, you missed it too. So
yeah, shout out to Patrick in the channel. Hail to the Washington football team. And Boston.
I will say
lots
this.
of injuries.
Yeah, I was going to say we've got some injury now. It's starting to get real again.
Game 2.0.
Yeah, so now it's starting to get real again. So
yeah, but
now we'll see what our defense is going to do with some of these people that are out.
Yeah.
So Jamie, you got to figure with John Bostic likely out for the year is what I'm hearing. Initial reports.
Yeah, torn pec.
Yeah, he's done.
John Bostic going to be out. Jamin Davis is obviously going to see more playing time. Khalid Hudson
finally
might see some more playing time. Do you think that they sign anybody?
Yes, they need to.
Who cares?
What do you mean? Who cares, Stoner? It's only 4
Of course,
games
they're going to sign somebody, but
what?
Are there guys sitting at home right now?
Jamie Collins
come in
is right
and change
there.
this defense.
Jamie Collins has a Super Bowl ring, and you know he does. He's sitting right. Don't do that, Stoner. He's better than John Bostic. He has a ring.
Why is he
we gotta
not
ease up
on
John
a
Bostic?
team?
The guy's injured. We
Oh, now because he's injured, we're easing up.
we can't tear into him. He's already torn
Yeah,
up.
we can. He probably injured his shoulder when he missed that daggone
Yes,
tackle.
I was going to bring that up.
It is.
I
He
was
did.
gonna
That's
bring
what he-
that up.
yeah,
That's
so,
honestly
like,
what it
tore
was.
his
No
pec
offense,
muscle.
John Bostic fans. If you're a John Bostic listening,
It's
I'm
not against
sorry,
him
but, like,
personally. It's against
yeah,
his
it's not.
play.
Yes.
fair.
So go
And you
sign
can
some
rip-
linebackers. There's
You
somebody
can rip
out there.
into him just because
There's
he's
somebody.
injured.
Said it with for
not
those
making
audio
fun of him.
listeners because we
Yeah.
do put this out on our audio platforms. I said that with a smile on my face. I was
Okay.
doing all that tongue in cheek. Those two
Oh,
did not
okay.
pick it up.
No, you was trying to
No,
rile us
you
up.
come
That's
on,
what
guys.
you're
I'm the
doing.
one
You're
who
trolling
was
us.
championing the decidedly mediocre flag for John
Yeah.
Bostic this entire season. All right, and last season. This is not. I'm not exactly a Bostic fan. I do wish him a healthy, full recovery.
Sure, of course.
You know, you never want to see that for any
No.
player, not just our own, but any player. Injuries are going to happen, and players are going to have to step up. Lots of injuries yesterday during the game, but the team stood up. Right, the team had you had players who came out to play. One of them, I believe, you guys might be familiar with. 3 words, Trevor.
Ricky Seals-Jones.
Ricky Seals-Jones. Not a
Yep.
huge stat line, like 2 catches
No.
for 19 yards.
2 drops too.
2 drops. Well, okay, so he's in Logan Thomas territory now.
Whoa. He's on Diami territory. We'll say that.
Diami's worse. Diami's worse than that. Diami's catch rate is like 33%. But Ricky Seals-Jones as a move tight end, I think we'll be able to, we'll keep the ball moving. We'll keep Taylor Heineke have that kind of outlet for the team. So shout out to him. He made a couple good moves there. Curtis Samuel, I'm wearing 10 in honor of him. I know this is not a Curtis Samuel jersey, but it's 10 in honor of
The little bit of
Curtis
time he
Samuel.
got in, he looked good.
Snap
Yeah,
count
I
of
mean-
25. He had a
That's
snap
fine.
count of 25.
Mhm.
He had 4 catches, 19 yards. Doesn't sound impressive, but you watch the game,
Yeah.
and he was just putting people out left and right. And 3 of those catches went for first downs. One of those was a 4th down catch here.
Yeah, I thought he was great.
Yeah.
I thought he was exactly what you wanted him to be, making great possession catches, moving them all around. He was motioning both directions in the backfield pre-snap. He was doing all kinds of stuff, doing
He was.
exactly what you hope. You have no idea what he's going to do, and that's going to mess up the defense. So that's great to have him back. Now it's even more important. De'Ami Brown possibly out for a little bit. We don't know yet, but he didn't come back when
Logan
he got
Thomas
hurt.
is week to week, so
Logan
that's
Thomas,
another.
yeah.
So
So
like
what-
you said, go ahead.
So with Curtis Samuel being able to bridge that gap, what's the next? But Bostic is a pretty big injury. Whether or not we liked him or not, the linebacker core was not deep.
Right.
What is the next biggest injury that happened yesterday that the team's going to have to replace?
Well, I think Sheriff.
Brandon Sheriff.
Say what you want about Sheriff. He's an all-pro right guard. And you lose him.
Again.
The offensive line has been playing fantastic.
Amazing job. Yesterday.
Didn't seem to miss a beat once Schweitzer came in.
No, not at all.
But-
Schweitzer's good.
But he's an all-pro right guard for a reason. So,
Yeah, and he's also not paid for a reason. He's again injured, man. That man cannot stay healthy at all.
that's a
He
little
can't.
bit of an overstatement. I mean,
Bro.
he's had 3 years, I believe, where he's played all 16 games.
And how many years has he been here?
Like 6, maybe 5 or 6. Yeah, but that's pretty much every NFL player. No NFL player who's not a quarterback plays 16 games every year.
Yeah, but
He's gonna
I
miss
feel
2 or
like he
3
can't
games.
catch a break. He just ran to the wall, missed a couple days of practice. Now he's strained his MCL.
Yeah.
He tore his He did something else last year, like multiple injuries. That man is
Yeah.
he is all pro, but he's injured a lot.
Yeah, Chase Young missed a couple of games last year, right?
I don't.
So, almost every player,
He's been here a
named
year.
quarterback, misses games. They do.
He's been
They
here a
just do.
year. Sharp's been here 6 years.
Okay, but I'm just saying, look at anybody.
And
in the
injuries
league. I just
happen.
brought up-
People are going to miss
happens all the
time. There are very few players that go Iron Man style. that we're used to. But a lot of that's it's not that players are getting weaker. It's that honestly staff are getting smarter about not putting their players in positions where they're going to get injured. They're going to rest up, and you're going to have them healthy for bigger games. Tony is again on Facebook. We're having issues with the connection between here and our Facebook account. It is streaming out there, so we appreciate those who are joining on there. But Tony says Samuel was clutch moving the chains. He agrees.
He was, man. He was great
there. Absolutely.
Had that big 4th down catch, like you said. You said, Nathan, you watched the 4th quarter. I mean, you watched
that with you guys,
watched the game,
and then I'll rewatch the game. Yes.
Yeah, the 4th quarter. I went and rewatched the 4th quarter this afternoon, and the defense, by the way, in the 4th quarter was great. I believe they gave up 1 first down in the 4th quarter.
Okay.
Taylor Heineke, he had 2 times where he was pressured in the 4th quarter, and one was the YOLO ball. Right. And then the other one, I don't remember what the other one was, but it doesn't matter. And the team, offense and defense, played great in the 4th quarter. They were down 8 with just 4 minutes left. And they came back and won that game with 2 touchdowns in the last 4 minutes of the game.
You're right.
And Heineke needed them. They got the scores when
they got the stops when they needed them. Like you said. Mm-hmm. They did everything that they had to do. They battled their butts off and won that game, regardless of what happened in the first 3 quarters. And I think we should celebrate that. Of course, we can talk about all the bad stuff. That's fine. But we should be happy that they won that game, that they were down by 8 with 4 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
But
that's a big win.
It took 4.5 quarters for us to show up, Stoner. That's the thing. Before that quarter, you read out a stat of 3rd down. What were we? We gave up 10 3rd downs out of 14.
Yeah, overall,
it was 10 for 16, but it was 10 for 14, and then they missed those last 2.
So, I'm with you, Stoner. I am with you. I'm happy about the 4th quarter, but me personally, it shouldn't have. I'm tired of waiting to the 4th quarter to show who we are. I'm just tired of it.
I mean.
Because
they had to.
We're not going to, and that was a 1-2 team, and look what we had to do to get past the 1-2.
Not
team.
a great team.
Sure,
that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Not a great team.
Right. Looking forward to their opponents and what they got coming up. It looks like a big giant dumpster fire, right? But this game, I thought they played their asses off, especially in the second half and the 4th quarter.
Depending on how the Chargers do today, the Chargers look like a legitimate team, right?
Yep.
The Washington played well against them week 1, ended up in a loss.
I still feel like we could have won that game.
Could have. Honestly, the team
could've.
they absolutely could have. Really the only game that they were out of it this year was the Bills game, which they climbed back into it in the 2nd quarter, but just could not maintain against an extremely good Bills team. Mm-hmm. So, obviously they didn't play great against the Giants. We don't feel like the Giants are a great team. They didn't play great against Atlanta. We don't feel Atlanta's a good team, but W's matter.
Yep.
Eventually, if they put it together, you got to think this defense has playmakers. If the defense starts playing up to just half of what we think they are,
Bobby McCain said it.
This offense continues to play at the level they are right now because that offense looked pretty good. Taylor Heineke, 3 touchdowns. You got another one running by from our running backs. So I'm telling you, I think that this team has the chance to actually do pretty well. The defense played better because Bostic was not on the field.
Hey, maybe.
You could very well be.
Now to solidify the secondary move, Kendall Fuller to free safety and McCain to slot and bring up Jay Reeves to back up Fuller.
Yeah.
This whole Jay Reeves thing, man.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing you're saying about like Jamie Collins and whoever, some kicker on the street.
Jamie Collins has a Super Bowl ring.
What does that have to do? Maybe Jeremy Reeves does too. I don't know. But I don't think he does. But
he's been a practice squad player of his entire career in the NFL. He's never made an actual 53 at first. He hasn't done it.
Right.
I'm sorry, no shot to him, but he's not going to be the answer to the secondary. We have the answer. We just need communication better. That's all it is.
I know, but kind of my point is, if you're not on a 53-man roster,
Yeah.
Because 32 teams have not put you on a 53-man roster. You probably don't deserve to be on a 53-man roster. There are very few people, and maybe you can name one, but give me somebody who's come on off the street and performed at a high level.
Josh Johnson, former Washington football team quarterback, signed him off the couch, gave us our first win of the year that season.
Oh my God! I can't believe you just said Josh Johnson.
I know he
was atrocious.
No, he's not serious. We are serious about you joining our show, though. If you want to share your thoughts on the game yesterday, you can call into the show. All right, just DM us on Twitter at Ref the District. We'll send you a link here. In fact, we got our very first guest that we're going to bring on here. And you might be, if you're fans of the show, you recognize him because he had a great story on our fan episode. It's Meest. How you doing, Brandon?
Meest? What's up?
I'm good. How is everyone doing?
All right.
Excellent.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. What you think of the game yesterday?
Del Rio needs to learn how to play call. On the second drive of the game, I did notice he had Chase Young and Sweat on the same side, which actually surprised me. I thought things were going to be different. But then, we did, use a couple more blitzes, maybe 3 more than what we normally do. But, we're still not blitzing. He has all the talent in the world, but he's acting like a first-year coach that don't know what he's doing, in my opinion.
What do you think of now that Bostic is out and prayers up, hope he gets better, but do you think this is an opportunity to move some guys around and it's going to improve the D?
I seen that there were Kaliki Hudson. I seen that he could get more playing time, but I feel we got Davis in the first round for what? So he can be on the sideline? Because that's what he's been, this entire time. A first round pick is supposed to be, coming in and have an immediate impact. He's been on the sideline, basically being a water boy. Hopefully he'll get more playing time. Hopefully he'll actually be, come into what we drafted him for.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree.
We can certainly hope. What was your favorite play of the game?
Oh, it had to have been the McKissick.
That last play.
Yeah, it had to have been that. I went crazy. I imagine everyone else did. But the offense is definitely performing at a higher level than expected.
Same, bro.
And Heineke, he may not be the long-term answer, but why do we need a long-term answer? We just need an answer for now. Obviously, if the defense don't do something different with the play calling, constantly being in zone, or that having Bostic in coverage on third downs, or even having Chase Young out on third downs, or even there's so many crazy, or even on third and short, we'll have in the corners off 5 to 10 yards. Then they're wondering why we're giving up so many third downs.
Yeah, right.
Play press.
Yeah,
it takes away that quick pass because anybody knows
for a press corner, so it's okay to play zone.
And everyone knows with our defensive line, they're just going to get rid of the ball quick. Herbert did it. Daniel Jones. Anyone can do it. A high school quarterback can do it.
Yeah. What's Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill going to do to us next week?
Hopefully, I'm speaking positive because it's just me. I hope our defense is actually gonna shut them down. Hopefully,
I hope so too.
I don't think Jameis Winston is gonna have like a week 1 thing against us.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think the days are done.
Yeah, he may put up. But realistically, he would probably put up 200 plus yards. Probably a couple touchdowns, maybe 2 or 3. Just look at the previous weeks. It's not going to be an overnight thing. He's still going to put up points. They still have Kamara. They have
still this defense currently. So it's still Jack Del Rio calling plays. So it's still they're going to get theirs.
Of course.
Yeah. All right, well, Meest, we appreciate you jumping on here with us on Ref the District. We always love and appreciate your support for our channel, man.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, buddy.
All right.
Hey, what up, guys? So I'm
Nope, you don't get the big screen. You don't get those.
Nobody gets the big screen.
Big screens reserved for our guests.
For Meast and the like.
So Roger in our YouTube chat, Davis is raw and playing out of position. I shared that while Meast was talking. He is raw, but I think it was mentioned the team played better with Bostic out, and I think a lot of that was they just started playing on instinct, right? I think they're overthinking it. You put that young kid in there, and you just let him play off of instinct, attack the ball. One of the things that I also think that Jack Del Rio is part of the problem for the defense. However, it wasn't him. They had 4 or 5 players who missed tackles on a couple of those touchdowns. That was just embarrassing. You had the guy dead to rights at the 12-yard line.
Yeah.
And Bostic misses. Then Deron Payne and I think it was
corners over there.
McCain who comes over and bounces off the dude, and then it just absolutely.
Here's the play. You ready? We're gonna try this again.
Hopefully it doesn't glitch to me looking like a dinosaur.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm just.
I think you pause it and we'll bring it down, and then we'll let it load. We'll bring it up here in a little bit.
Okay.
And we'll talk. Yeah, let it load up
Like that.
Yep. So Roger actually says they need to simplify the defense. I think the defense has already been too simple. I think that's one of the reasons why.
I think so too.
Why it just hasn't been successful.
Teams are scoring 30 points on us.
There's no disguising. There's
yards.
nothing. No. There's nothing going on. People know whether or not they're man. People know whether or not it's zone right away. Meast mentioned they're playing 10, 15 yards off the ball.
Yeah.
It's just giving people too much time.
It's just this whole thing back to Jamin Davis, however you say his name. This is why I said all preseason long having a top 20 pick that needs to develop is not that beneficial right now.
Sure.
But this is what we're talking about.
Example.
You let him play off of instinct.
Yeah,
if you put him in a position where he's playing on instinct, and this is where I think that what Roger's talking about is simplifying it. Just let them play off of instinct. So don't. I think what it is they have people playing out of position, and that's where it looks pretty bad. They do think too much, Roger. Absolutely.
Let me try this again, and if it doesn't work this time, then we'll ban it. But I think I know what we'll have to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm exporting it out at too high a bit rate or something like that. So we'll get rid of that.
Right,
Sorry.
yeah.
We'll try it again next week.
So you can kind of see it there. Just if you're one of our viewers watching, you could kind of see it developing there at the end. Bostic started moving. And this is one of those reasons why you kept Bostic around. Okay, Bostic saw where that ball was going to go and was already moving there. But if that were Jamin Davis,
he would have made a tackle.
Jamin Davis. If that's Khalil Hudson, someone who's more athletic. They probably, if they recognize it, to be fair.
Right. First, they got to recognize it.
That's what Bostic was good at, right? He recognized it. But a more athletic linebacker probably breaks that pass up. If not, takes it to the house.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I'm not like jumping for joy with this win.
But again, look at the fourth quarter.
W's a W.
Who can say whether it was Atlanta really got passive, trying to hold on to that lead?
Wouldn't be the first time. 28-3.
That's right. Or if Washington got more instinctual and just played on instincts and just was kind of going for it. Who knows? Maybe it's a combination of that or whatever. Whatever happened, it worked. The fourth quarter was great. We outscored them. I mean, we were down 30-22.
Yeah.
So we outscored them 12-0 in the fourth quarter.
And I'm bringing this back to this.
Everything great.
We did, but also brings me to 2 words.
All right.
D-hop.
Yeah, they're not
makes your extra points. We're not in that position to have to score a go-ahead touchdown or go for 2 to tie it. So that's what I'm saying. Like we just need the whole team to do their job, do their part at least.
Yeah, that's
halfway,
fair.
D-hop.
That's
and we
fair.
might,
there's only so many
in these spots.
There's only so many Justin Tuckers out there, or Graham Gano's.
I don't even care about Justin Tucker. Give me a Nick Folk. I know he missed last night, but he's made 49 of 54 since he's been with New England. That's great.
I'd take Gano back.
Give me Koo.
I probably would take Gano back.
Okay, but you can't have those right now. Right now, what are you going to do?
Honestly, we won the game. Those 2 misses were awful. They didn't look good.
Vinatieri off the street. We got it.
He's like 50.
All we need to do is
they're gonna unless they sign a kicker to the practice squad. I don't think they're entertaining another kicker. I wanted to share with you, Tim, our friend Tim. He did our He's an Atlanta Falcons fan.
Oh yeah,
and he made our during our mock draft, first round draft for Ref the District. He picked for Atlanta, and he messaged me. He said, "Would you believe me if I told you I wasn't the least bit surprised? Staple Falcons game on brand. My cousins were at the game. We seriously all expect it at this time. Like they just, they expect familiar. To go passive and they expect to lose these fourth quarter games and not have a chance."
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how the Falcons seem to be, right? But I mean that's not how we are. We're not one of those teams that gets out to a lead and then loses it.
I know. I wish we'd just get out to a lead for once to see what we look like playing with a lead rather than playing from behind every game.
Yeah. What would it be like to be a Falcons fan right now? I mean, you can't believe all the dropped passes, all the dropped interceptions, all the untimely penalties, all of the just mistakes. Their punter gets hurt, so they did
get lucky
punting.
once though. They got lucky with the whistle once, and Tony brings this up on our Facebook. How about the Holcomb no fumble call?
Yeah.
That whistle came a little early. Actually,
that whistle was not blown.
It came late, right? Because the ball was already out, and then the whistle was blown, and it wasn't pretty good. Tony's on our Facebook. If you're watching our Facebook, I am monitoring the chat over there. Unfortunately, I can't pop your comments on because of the issues Facebook was having earlier. I think there's still a slight connection issue.
Yeah.
But I'm monitoring, so that's how I'm able to bring Tony up there. If you want to jump in, you know how to get a hold of us. Just go ahead, and if you want to share your thoughts, you can call in. Just DM at Ref the District on Twitter. We'll send you the link. You can share your thoughts. But we always appreciate the comments. Just like Roger here, attention to detail is lacking, and tackling is abysmal. That is coaching, and Ron doesn't want to throw Jack under the bus, but someone must be held accountable for this terrible defense.
Is it a tackling coach? Is there a tackling coach on the staff?
Yeah, I tell you what, if this defense ends up being in the 20s, higher than 20s, I think Jack Del Rio finds a new job somewhere else.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah, that's fine too. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't wait to get on the Day After Reckoning show where we just talk about how good the defense did in all majority of the game and how good not like the missed passes by other team and the flags and the dropped interceptions. Like those are the reasons why we win, is because other teams are shooting themselves in the foot. We haven't come out and showed that we can dominate a game and actually beat a team. We're squeaking by these. A lot of those though. These bad teams too.
A lot of those are forced when you have penalties and when you have dropped passes.
Oh shit.
A lot, and you give up a kickoff return. A lot of those are forced by the other teams. The penalties are forced, if it's a defensive holding or illegal contact or whatever, it's because the receiver or whatever is making a great play on you. So they're not just always self-inflicted. It comes across as self-inflicted, but it's not always that way. So, but I think a lot of those were like the play with that they got an illegal contact. I mean, Curtis Samuel was 8 yards downfield, and the dude just shoves him. It's like, what do you do? You can't do that. He wasn't putting a move on you. He's just coming right straight at you. So those are self-inflicted.
It's flying around, getting on my damn nerves.
But
man, they got some fun stuff going there.
We got to talk more about Heineke too.
Why do we have to talk about Heineke?
Because he
280 yards,
awesome.
3 touchdowns, command of the offense. There were throws that looked dangerous. However, this is what I think fans wanted with Fitzpatrick, right? This is what I certainly thought we were going to get with Fitzpatrick. We were going to get somebody who was going to, be able to manage this offense and be able to throw the ball and score points, but you're going to have some risky things. I think you guys mentioned it during the stream on that last Terry catch where it looked like he didn't know what the heck was going on. He just threw up
all
a prayer.
Game. He's throwing lollipops all game. Thank you, Terry McLaurin.
Mark Bullock on Twitter. You need to follow
Yes.
him. You need to subscribe to a Substack because honestly, great content. He actually broke down the all 22, and he tells you might want to rethink how you thought about this game because he was thinking the same as all three of us. Right? We thought that Taylor Heineke during the game looked like he was just maybe not where he needs to be. You rewatch the game though, or you just let Mark break down the all 22 for you, and you're going to come out thinking, "Wow, actually, he played a pretty darn good game." I'm not a part of the hype. I'm with Meese. I don't think he's the long-term answer. I'm just saying that he's what we wanted this year.
So I mean, okay, time out, you guys. Okay,
right.
He's played these incredible games against who?
So far, he's put up the stats he has put up in the four and a half games. The stats that he's put up, which are reasonably impressive,
right?
Against Tampa Bay last year in the playoffs.
I don't want to count Tampa Bay because that was.
Okay, all right.
Let's
you
count
don't want to count. You don't want to count
No.
one of the only games you have to compare.
So you want only a select amount that fits your argument.
This season.
Okay, this season he played against the Chargers, who you believe is to be a good team, correct?
Okay,
and he was very good.
And he played actually pretty darn decent for 2.5 quarters.
Played. That's the best defensive.
No, the Bills are the best.
The Bills are the best, but the Bills
have two shutouts this year.
The Bills he laid an egg.
Because the Bills are good.
That's a Super Bowl contender.
They have two shutouts.
Okay, next.
He played against the Giants and he played against the Falcons. Both
very well.
The Giants is a middling defense
against New York. He threw a pick.
Okay,
one pick doesn't mean that he played
threw
poorly.
More picks, but they were negated by flags.
Aaron Rodgers throws picks. That doesn't mean that he's played poorly. It just means that he threw a pick.
That's so different.
Listen, Trevor, here's the thing. We're talking about this game. We're talking about this game. We're not talking about
this.
We're not talking about the future. We're not talking about is he the long-term answer. We're not talking about what he did against the Bills and the Giants and all that. We're talking about this game. This game.
Yes.
Taylor Heineke was fantastic.
He played a lot better. I'm not going to go by saying he's fantastic, but he played a lot better. Because if Terry McLaurin was not there for that lollipop catch.
But he was.
Okay. Thank you, Terry McLaurin. You bailed out Taylor Heineke.
Yes.
You bailed him out. That doesn't mean Taylor was good.
On that play.
He got bailed out on that play. He got bailed out on a dropped interception by the Falcons. Let's see what else.
He had two of those.
He kept sliding ahead of the first down when he had the first down.
He was running when he needed to.
Know your field awareness, Taylor Heineke.
Yeah, that's true.
The intangibles. The stats, I don't care. He threw for yards. Okay, cool. But like the intangible stuff, like know where you are to slide. Know where, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop throwing lollipop passes. Stop getting your receivers killed. You got Terry McLaurin injured halfway a little bit because you threw a ball that was above his head.
He actually got injured about 3 or 4 plays before.
Yes, you're going to get your receivers killed, bro. Yeah. So thank gosh for Terry McLaurin.
But in this game, he was fantastic.
He was a lot better. I'm not.
It sounds like Trevor's not going to put him on the Go-Go's.
While I'm on this rant, there's no need for any more programs that we play on to put that Taylor Heineke was at home on the couch, or he was at XFL in his first start. He was sleeping on his sister's. He's been in the league before. He started a football game before. Yeah. Can we move on?
It's
He's not the only back and forth. I don't care. It doesn't produce wins.
Great storyline for Atlanta fans because they might not hear it.
You know, the other people in the league have worse stories than him. At least he was probably other players probably sleep on the floor in the car. But he was on my sister's couch.
I actually don't remember who tweeted this out, but one of the reporters had tweeted out. They heard in the concourse that one of the Atlanta Falcons fans was lamenting the fact that they lost to Shane Falco, the quarterback from the replacements. Yes, again, I think he played a great game. I'm telling you, check out Mark on Twitter because he does.
I love Mark. He's good, but that's not going to help me convince that he played.
Nathan, hey Nathan, here's something we brought up way back months ago.
We're never going to get to Go-Go's and No-Go's.
No, we're not going to get there yet. No,
yeah,
not
we
yet.
are. Because I've got a Go-Go.
PT. This is PT.
Okay.
You remember what PT is?
Prior Trevor.
Yeah, pre-Trevor. Right.
Oh, so let me. I'll see y'all.
No. See, this is important. This is important. We had something that was called Yabbitville. Do you know what Yabbitville is, Trevor?
If this was pre-Trevor, how the hell am I supposed to know what Yabbitville?
You were supposed to be a fan of the show, Trevor. You submitted content to us. Are you saying you just did it so you can get some FaceTime?
Yeah. So nice one. That shut him down.
Nah.
Okay, but listen, Yabbitville. Yabbitville came about when Russell Westbrook had his 2020 game.
Okay.
You remember that?
Yeah. There's like a bunch of them.
It was like the one of 5 in the history of the NBA.
Oh yeah, okay.
And all the talk after that game and the next morning was all about how Russell Westbrook can't lead your team to a championship. The Wizards are under 500. They're underperforming. He's not a good leader. He's not going to ever do anything for you. So, but what most people, Wizards fans, Russell Westbrook fans, wanted to say is that he had a 20-20-20 game. It was a historical night. And everyone else wants to say, everyone else wants to say, but he can't do this and he can't do that. And can we just celebrate what he did in that game? And we can talk about whether he is going to lead him to a championship another time. He just had a historic game. And so that's Yabbitville. People are saying, but. You're
currently the mayor of Yabbitville.
You are the mayor of Yabbitville today.
What do you get outside of a stat and for a 20-20-20 game that doesn't bring you rings?
Well, he got a victory in the regular season, which leads you to the postseason, which is how you would get a ring. And yes, they lost in the postseason.
But he probably got it against good competition, not the Atlanta Falcons defense.
Okay. Listen. I'm not saying I'm not a Taylor Heineke guy. I don't think he's the future. I don't even think he's
I'm not saying that either.
But in this game, he was fantastic.
Great. I'm not even saying fantastic. He was great.
Okay.
Well, that's an improvement. You went from pretty good to great. We'll take that.
We can go to go-goes and no-goes.
And now we're going to move to go-goes and no-goes to try to move the show along here.
Sorry about my rant, but I just cannot.
Rants are good.
I love it. We need more rants.
Rants are pretty good. All right. Go-goes and no-goes. Let's keep this quick. Trevor, you had a go-go.
DeAndre Carter. Not for the obvious kickoff return, but he had a nice first down catch too as well. He's really fast. And then to go back to the kickoff return,
he's like fast.
He provided that spark that we've been missing for years on special teams, dating back to probably Brandon Banks, little Speedy Banks as our kick returner. He was
first
good.
Kickoff, first return since 2019.
And I'm not counting Steven Sims because that's all he did. But anyway, so DeAndre Carter, you get my go-go, bro, for sure.
Nice. Very good.
Stoner?
There's the obvious Heineke and McKissick and all that.
McLaurin.
But McLaurin, of course. But, we're not trying to do the obvious. Because all those 3 would go there. Offensive line was fantastic. Taylor Heineke basically had all day. The running game averaged 4.5 yards per carry, and that's all you can ask. They ran for like 130 yards. They couldn't stop the run game. So I thought the offensive line was fantastic. They're my go-go.
Offensive line was going to be my go-go, so I'm going to audible. And I'm going to go
Omaha.
Omaha. Burgundy and gold. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Curtis Samuel as my go-go for coming back from injury and
making
getting
a difference.
3 first downs on 4 catches. Yes. I know that the yardage wasn't there, but that's not important as moving the sticks. So my go-go is going to go out to Curtis Samuel. All right, no-goes. Let's hear your no-goes.
I'm going to go with the secondary on our defense.
Just everybody.
Whole of them.
Yeah, just way too many pass offs, lack of communication, way too many pass interference calls, and just that's just not good. It's very messy and sloppy on the very back end for us.
Fair. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Stoner.
Again, you got your obvious, you've got your Bostics, and you've got your D hops and all that. But I'm gonna go with William Jackson III, man.
There you go.
What is going on there?
That's who I really was trying to get at.
Yeah, and remember, how in the preseason when the beat writers are all talking about, well, he's not doing so great, right? He's not having a great camp, but he's adjusting to a new system and everything's. That's code for he's playing like poop. And that's what he's done for the first 4 games.
Which he could still possibly be doing it, but like you said, at some point, bro, turn your head around. That's quarterback 101, right?
He's had some good moments, but there's definitely been a lot of miscommunication that you just don't want to see. Rodgers putting the whole defense and Jack as the no-goes, and I'm gonna double down on Jack Del Rio as my no-go, and I want to give Josh his go as J.D. McKissic as well. J.D. McKissic, excellent job.
Great.
Yeah, the defensive playing calling, I just still don't understand it. Even on that last drive, you got to think they needed a Hail Mary to score the touchdown and win the game. They had 4 defensive backs back there.
Yeah.
On an obvious Hail Mary.
That's why I was like, why are we rushing Jamin Davis? Why are you rushing Jamin Davis to the quarterback? Like,
well, they didn't want him they just didn't want him to stand back there and wait for everybody. You know, they wanted to put some pressure on him. Maybe throw it early or whatever.
4 first rounders. I don't know if you've heard that before.
Right.
That doesn't get mentioned every single game.
Yeah.
You have 4 first rounders. You let them put pressure.
That's all you need.
And then everybody else needs to be back there batting down the ball. You don't I honestly think they got really lucky on that last play.
Yeah. If it was a better thrown ball, it might have been a touchdown.
They got pretty unlucky when Torrey McTyer tore his ACL on that play, too.
Yes.
Shout out to Torrey McTyer and Tim McTyer's dad. We had him on Ref the District. It's a huge, devastating blow.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
It's a huge bummer.
And he wasn't really even where the ball was. He was kind of behind it, and he just kind of got rolled up.
Landed awkward. Got hit.
Shout out a slight go-go. Shout out Jonathan Allen for dropping back in coverage in the 2-point conversion. And
he was back
break up that play. So shout out Jonathan Allen. Hey, put him in linebacker. Who cares?
Hey, Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne
could be a James Harrison type, you know.
Those two. I'm telling you, between Allen, Payne, and Ioannidis, those guys are just monsters. Love to see them. If you have any more go-goes or no-goes, let us know in the chat. We'd love to hear them. Can I
add on to Josh's guy, J.D. McKissic?
Yes.
Beyond the obvious. J.D. McKissic had at least 2 blitz pickups where not only did he just block the guy, he obliterated the guy who was blitzing.
Pass protection, blitz pickup was
really good, and he had a couple more plays that we don't think about. There was like the 3rd and 7 or something.
He did that spin move and got the first down.
Great.
That was great. Crucial.
He was really great. And again, going back to the offensive line, they did allow 1 sack, but that was like on a scramble that that Taylor Heineke had, and he ended up running out of bounds 1 yard short of the line of scrimmage, and that was all. So
he balled. And shout out Adam Humphries, crucial catch. He's our 2-minute guy. If you guys noticed that, we don't go to him during the game much, but until 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah, I mean the offense was really good. The offense
moved the ball pretty well. I think there's only a couple punts on the day, so they were doing there. Roger's telling us that Allen was an off-ball linebacker in high school, so he can do some good defense for the team. J.D. McKissic, let's go back on the J.D. McKissic love fest here real quick.
Yeah.
That last play, right? That last touchdown that he did, besides the fact that it was just an amazing run by him, and I don't know what it is about Washington diving for the pylon.
The only way we score.
I'll take it. It's a very exciting way to score. One of my favorite things about that, actually, that play is he starts off on the other side of the field. He did pass blocking, and then he finally leaks out. He's the 5th option. There was a great visual there where Heineke is scanning the field, and he has all day as he's scanning the field, and you see McKissic leak out, and he's just like, you know what? I got to find space, and he found that space. And that's one of the reasons why he scored, because there was nobody around him, and he was outrun
Taylor's 5th read. He said too.
Yeah.
So
but he sucks.
He does. I give him props on that.
Yeah, it was nice. That was a great play.
He finally read the field when he's supposed to.
I didn't want him to. You saw in that reaction video. I was just like, throw it away.
I don't like that play.
I said, I don't like this.
I don't like that. And then Trevor, I like that play. You guys had me rolling. Tony says the dive for the pylon. He's on our Facebook right now. McKissic didn't want to put it on Hopkins.
Yep, amen. And I think he also wanted to make a statement because he used to play for Atlanta and they waived him.
Yep.
Before he went to
2016, right?
So it was a revenge game, is what you.
It was a
saying.
revenge game. Yeah.
But wouldn't it have been better if he had
All his family was there?
If he had slid down at like the 1 or whatever, and then we could have just kneeled. No, we just could have kneeled and run out the entire clock, and then just
D-Hop.
And then
because it's like an extra.
I don't know. You got a guy who missed 2 33-yarder extra points. I'm not sure that I'm going to give it up to him.
He did make one. He did make a 25-yarder or whatever it was.
We're going to go ahead and close the phone line. So next time, remember, you can join us the day after Reckoning. You can go ahead and call in, but we're going to go ahead and close the phone lines for now. Appreciate Meest for jumping on with us earlier.
Shout out Meest.
It is now time to pay up, gentlemen.
Oh, God, I don't know. I'm broke as a joke.
With our dollar. I'm just gonna bring up this onto the stream here.
Yeah,
and we're gonna enjoy this real quick as this. I think there might just be a connection here with the.
I don't think it's a connection. I think we gotta export it.
My video stopped playing here.
I think we gotta export it differently.
It's still there though. Later. Just the money's not moving, but the board's still there.
Yeah. Yeah. I demand an audit because when Nathan sent this out yesterday,
on my end,
he had Nathan at $11, and I was like, "Well, wait a minute,
Nathan, with this graphic up, you're really choppy in your video. Just want to let you know."
Oh yeah, you might want to.
Take
it's a little bit choppy.
Yeah. Oh, but we didn't say you had to leave.
Yeah, don't let him in when he comes in. Don't let him in. No, I'm just kidding. He's popping back in. What happened?
We got to get that figured out.
I know what it is. Trust me, I know what it is. We'll fix it for next week.
It decided that it didn't want me to gloat against you guys with dollar. We showed the leaderboard, so I'm not going to bring that back up again. But I'm winning at positive $10. Trevor is. Maybe not.
Why you go straight to me? Why don't you go Stoner first and then me? Why
like $1? Let's go over the dollar board here, though. Stoner, you can just share it with us. I have it in front of me as well. Stoner said Samuel was going to get 6 catches.
He got 4. But
that's not 6.
Not 6. No.
And so Trevor and I managed to score a victory off of that one.
Yes!
I said Heineke would have 3 touchdowns. Trevor disagreed, and I was right. That last touchdown was a thing of beauty too. That's why I wanted him to die for the pylon, because I needed that touchdown.
Yeah, you did. Trevor said Sweat and Young were going to combine for 4 sacks total.
Yeah,
they got 1.
I was actually going to give him our the full thing too. By the way, finally my Facebook is finally showed up the connection, so we can actually share the Facebook comments like this one here from Tony.
How'd you get that? It's
probably because I had to log out and in. I think that's probably why my computer froze.
Cool.
Yeah, 4 sacks. I was willing to give you the whole defensive line wouldn't get 4.
I know.
But of course, Stoner doesn't like when I give you guys gimmies. So
yeah, I know.
That's
Stoner
right.
said 8 penalties for Atlanta.
They had 7.
7.
Stop playing. They had 7.
They had 7. So Trevor,
they had 8. They had 8. Y'all out there playing me. Ladies and gentlemen,
there's probably one they didn't.
Trevor, you don't want them to because you took that bet.
Yeah, you won that. What are you talking about?
You won that one.
I won that one. Yeah. 7 penalties. All right.
I said they're going to get at least 8, and you said no, so they only got 7.
And I didn't want a part of it. I didn't want any part of it. Pitts 2 touchdowns. That's what Trevor was thinking, and Stoner and I were like, not today.
Not happening.
He only had 4 catches too, didn't he?
Yeah, he
was okay,
honestly did not look as dominant as I thought he was going to look.
He needs a new quarterback.
I finally thought the defense was going to put it together. And I really, really thought they were going to have a good day on defense and that 3rd down conversion. I originally started at 50. No one took me. I went to 45. No one took it. So I ended up saying that Atlanta was going to go have 40% on 3rd down conversion. Stoner took me up on that bet.
Yeah.
And he was correct because they ended up being 10 for 16. So
which is what percentage?
5 for 8, which I'm not going to do the math in my head real quick, but yes, it's bad. It's not 40, good. Okay. Yeah, it's more than 40. Trev, 2 picks for Ryan.
Not even close.
Nope.
Did anybody
He had
have
one,
close
but
to a
Chase
pick?
Young ruined that.
Oh yeah. That's right. The McCain one. Yeah.
That actually wouldn't have been a pick anyways. That would have been a sack because his knee was on
You're
the
right.
ground.
You're right.
So, and then our scores,
Yeah.
28-22 for Trevor. For all of us picked
Oh.
Washington, 26-14 for Stoner. And I feel like I got the closest because you just have to.
Why? Because you're winning?
Well, yes.
What?
I said
Right.
24-20.
Look.
I'm 10
Trev
points
was way
off on-
closer.
Yeah, bro. I said
Trev
28.
was way closer.
I'm just
We
saying
had
that if you
34.
add 10 to both my
Nah,
sides,
dog,
it's
this ain't
exactly the
math
same
class.
score.
Nah, I
It's
win
exactly the
this
same
Okay,
score.
but
Stoner.
if you add 6 to each, it's almost the exact same score for Trevor.
So let him know who
So
wins.
Trevor's
Stoner.
way closer.
Ah,
But there's
we'll
no
give-
dollar on that.
There's no dollar on that one, but we will give you the pick'em. We'll give you the pick'em. So that's where you'll get your victory. Hey, gents, it's been a fun day after reckoning. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. This is our day after reckoning here on Ref the District, where we talk about the game the day after. And it's a lot of fun. We stream live on our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch channels at 7 p.m. the day after Washington football team plays. And then we'll share the audio wherever your podcast platforms love to listen to us on the audio platform. We appreciate those who have been downloading. If you're listening on the audio platform, just make sure that you subscribe wherever you're at. Let us know that you and send us some love because we do appreciate our audio listeners.
and some
as
money
well.
because I'm losing this dollar. I need some money. I need like $4 or $5. Appreciate y'all.
Needs to
Cash
make
App,
some
Venmo,
smarter bets,
whatever.
my man. You can catch us next time on Wednesday, where we are going to preview the Saints game, and we will, in fact, all three be there at the Saints
You're
game.
damn right.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So you
What
can
about
catch
tomorrow?
Ref the District.
Tomorrow's
Tomorrow
Tuesday.
is, thanks for reminding me, because tomorrow you won't catch us live, but in the morning we will be releasing our second After the Whistle special. This is our interview show, and we had interviewed Ari Mayrove. You might recognize that name on Twitter as My Sports Update. He is with Pro Football Focus, and we talk about all things sports with him. Great interview. Tune into that tomorrow morning on our YouTube channel, and we'll put it out there on the audio platform in the afternoon. Great stuff coming here. We got some more great shows coming for you. But first, again, it will be that Wednesday show, 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And until next time, guys, be a fan.
Be a fan.
We love Washington, and we some die-hard fans. Yeah, we are. You know we keep it on 10. Let's talk about the offense. 1, 2, 3, let's go. They gifted. We are Nathan and the Stoner. Yeah, that's Ref the District. Podcast. Come on now and join us. You join it.